Otaku All Pro here. Welcome to Ladybug Weekly, where I break down Ladybug news in a weekly manner, hence the title, kinda. So let's first start off with the episode that premiered earlier this week, Sleepin' Syren. Not gonna give a full review since I feel that there are people that could do it better than me, but here's a quick summary. So, of course, the episode starts with Kim and Ordine, who, first off, I gotta say, her season 6 transformation is looking a lot better. She might have one of the better transformations from earlier seasons, because, not gonna lie, if you look at the previous episode, she was always wearing a swimsuit, but it looked like this season they gave her more of a outside the pool look. So Kim and Ordine are having relationship troubles. They haven't kissed yet, which is especially bothering Ordine, especially since everyone in her girl group is making relationship progress. We also didn't get to meet the Miraculous Three Stooges right around here. Pull this up. Give me a second. The Miraculous Three Stooges. And apparently they go around ruining relationships since one of them comment, even if we fail this time, there's always another relationship to ruin. Miraculous incels? So Ordine is pretty much spending this whole episode trying to get Kim to kiss her. Fails sometimes. And then apparently one of the Three Stooges, which kind of looks like Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, which let me pull him up. The one in the middle here, right here. You can't tell me he doesn't look like Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Apparently convinces Kim that kissing Ordine would give him like some crazy bacteria and she can't do it because she's too tall. Ordine then gets akumatized, floods the town to the point that only Moses can clear it, and Ladybug and Kim save the day eventually. And the episode ends with Kim finally kissing Ordine. And there were just some shots throughout the episode. Here's her in a little fairy tale suit, sleeping Syren, her underwater. And that's pretty much the episode. And apparently, Kim finally kisses Ordine and took the Katy Perry song I Kissed the Girl I Liked It seriously. Episode then ends with the terrible trio getting jumped for what people calling the owl. I guess I just did an episode review, even though I said I wasn't going to. But let's get to my general thoughts of the episode. First, Kim is dumb. I don't know why people are surprised 6 seasons later and we still are figuring that out. There's not much to really go by in this episode. It's not like Kim made some progress. All he really progressed was learn that he kissed a girl and he likes it. Interestingly, though, we learned that Kim is raised by 2 dads, which are right here, which is interesting because judging from the interaction in the episode, it seems like they bond through physical activity, which if you look interestingly, that's how Kim and Ordine bond. Maybe Kim and Ordine's having relationship trouble could be due to the love language of Kim's parents and not having much female interaction in his life. Next is Ordine, and here's a hot take. Let me pull up. Next up is Ordine, and here's a hot take. Ordine is just as responsible for this episode as in Kim. Like, throughout the episode, she waited for Kim to make the first move, just like a fairy tale. Instead of being direct and telling Kim how she directly feels, like respectively with Ordine, you're dating Kim, what do you expect? Like, this is the same man that believes he can't kiss you because you're too tall. Like, if we be honest here, Ordine might have a lower relationship IQ than Marinette, if we're being honest. It's like when Marinette started dating Adrian, he passed it on to her. Even though you look at early episodes like Sublimation, Marinette still shows low relationship IQ. Heck, the reason why you guys even together is because when you tried to show Kim that you liked her, you had to tell Marinette directly, who had to tell Kim directly that Ordine had feelings for her, such as seen in the season 2 episode Syren. So now, let's get to also another interesting point in the episode, because mostly this was a Kim and Ordine episode. Like, outside of Marinette and her friends giving relationship advice, not much happened in this episode. So apparently there was this mysterious figure at the end of the episode who some people calling the owl. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. He's right. Nobody did that. He's right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The owl, that's what they're calling him. To be honest, and when I first saw his picture, right here on the top right corner. This is my right here. Top right corner, right here, the owl. He's seen at the end of the episode. He or she, they have eyes that look like cat noir eyes. And so there's been some theories going around who this could be. My first opinion is when I saw this person, I thought it was the Squire from the Miraculous Ladybug New York special. And if you don't remember, this is what they look like. I have a picture of them right here in the middle. Because if you look, they have kind of like the hood look in the Squire that the Squire had. And it looked like they had dark clothes on, which the Squire does, wear a dark brown outfit. So I assume that was possibly her. Another theory I hear going around is that this is actually Zoe. Because you remember one of the Three Stooges, pull him up, the blonde stooge right here. You remember him and Zoe had a little interaction at the end of Daddy Cop episode. So a lot of people believe in that this is Zoe finally getting revenge on him. So that's pretty much my general thoughts on the Sleeping Siren episode. So let's finally get to the news. First off, as always, I'd like to thank the Miraculous News fan page, Twitter page for always posting news. If you want to keep up with Miraculous Ladybug news, events, or any previews for new episodes, I suggest you subscribe to them on Twitter. So first, we're giving new information about episodes, for new episodes coming up. The first two being Yaxi Goes On, which is going to premiere on October 26th. And the next episode, Noe, which is going to be on November 2nd. And here's what we know about the two episodes. So Yaxi Goes On will apparently be, as kind of guess, it's going to be about Tomei, Kagami's mom, Felix, and Kagami. So synopsis goes, while Adrian wonders how to be as surprised as Marinette, which I think means klutz as marionettes, Kagami and Felix wonder how to avoid unpleasant surprises, but supervillain is about to disrupt the four teenagers' plans. I wonder what those unpleasant surprises might have to do with Tomei, I guess. But can we first talk about how Tomei fleeced the whole city of France after the season 5 finale? Like, it still needs to be studied. Like, she went from literal almost dictator in the season 5 finale to profiting over talking about the savior of the world, Gabriel. Just crazy when you think about it. And now we get the synopsis for the other episode, which is Noe, which apparently is Marinette's delighted for some time now. Everything seems to be going well in Paris, which is never a good thing in these shows. What if it was time to relax and enjoy the time of being with Adrian and friends? But we get the big synopsis for the episode. Apparently she learns from Mylene that a film is being prepared whose plot discredits Ladybug and Cat Noir. And this film could well change everything it is for the Parisians. This story with lies takes on the face of truth. First off, I wonder how much Lila's going to be involved in this, because it sounds like something she would do. It also just sounds like a Revelator episode part 2, which I don't know if we need another episode like that, but that is quite interesting. I do like how they're kind of not ignoring the backlash from the whole Gabriel death scene and what happened in season 5 finale. Like, it seems to be a very big point of the season, which I'm very enjoying, and they're taking time to, like, expand on that. And the last bit of news is we are officially given a release date for the World Tokyo special, which apparently is coming out November 29th. Give me a second to pull that up. Yep, November 29th, which I think is almost a year from when the World Paris special premiered. I mean, London special, the 4th special. And this is actually interesting because I believe this is the first time, and the chat will cook me if I get this wrong, this is the first special to air mid-season. Like, all the other world specials aired in between seasons after the seasons were finished. Like, I'm pretty sure New York and Shanghai were after season 3, before season 4. And London and Paris were both after season 5, before season 6. Which is interesting because we're getting the Yaxi Golden episode like right before. So I wonder how much of that's going to tie into the special. And then for the last bit of news, we got let me go up real quick. We got a air date for another new episode in America, Reckless Driver, which apparently is going to come out November 15th. But let's be honest, Gloob is just going to steal it in last second and premiere the episode first. Like, I don't actually think any of the season 6 episodes were aired in America first, which is interesting. If I had to guess, I'm calling this now, this is going to be an episode about Max's robot, Makarnov, because I can't really think of Reckless Driver. Like, maybe Makarnov goes haywire or something. It sounds like that could be possible. I mean, who thought El Toro Dead Padre was going to be about Ivan if we think about it for a second? And really, the last bit of news is we were kind of given a new screenshot preview for the Dark Castle episode that's coming out literally in a week from now. And for those that don't remember, this is the episode about Alex taking a break to finally spend time with her friends and family for her birthday. And if we be honest, it's just gonna be another episode of let's see how fucked up Marinette can make the timeline again. I wonder if this would be like a in timeline episode, like in Paramount from season 4. Would this be like kind of like a parody episode, like Cat Blanc, which does have repercussions in the series, but won't affect our direct timeline. So yeah, that's Ladybug Weekly. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. Once again, Ladybug Weekly will always air on Saturdays. Still trying to figure out the time. Look like it might be 1 o'clock, and the video will be uploaded on YouTube the next day. And yeah, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel Otaku All Pro, and Otaku All Pro out.